Coming up on Nebraska Stories, tracking Jefferson County's rare dinosaur fossils, exploring the science of the stars in the sandhills. A Sudanese refugee shares her story of hope, and the faces of Nelson immortalized in stone.
Along the busy bike path at Antelope Park, near the Children's Zoo, sits this graffiti-covered rocky outcrop. Other than the present-day scribblings by unknown artists, it looks fairly unremarkable.
I'm from Lincoln originally, so I grew up with the Dakota Formation beneath my feet. Some of the Dakota Formation, even when we drill into it at great depth, is nothing but sand. It's not cemented, it's not rock.
This very soft, sandy rock dates back to the last period of the age of the dinosaurs, when Nebraska was mostly under the waters of the Western Interior Seaway.
Most of the stratigraphic record from Cretaceous times in Nebraska is marine. Only a little bit of it is non-marine, and that's the Dakota Formation.
Unlike the expansive eroded outcrops where dinosaurs are found in Montana, Wyoming, and the Dakotas, there is only a small area where the Dakota Formation is exposed in Nebraska, and it runs along the eastern side of our state.
Anybody who lives in southeastern Nebraska, particularly around Lincoln or Omaha, knows that there aren't many rock outcrops. What we find is, in any layer of rocks, is dependent on so many factors, but the factor we don't always give enough credit to is the more outcrop area we have access to, the more likely we are to find fossils.
Which makes the discovery of a dinosaur track site in Jefferson County extraordinary.
They are, to date, the only fully documented, in place, known to originate in Nebraska, without question, dinosaur remains of any kind.
Nebraska is world famous for its mammal fossils, such as these giant mammoths on exhibit at Morrill Hall. But it's in a room above the heads of these enormous beasts where you can visit a smaller but equally important display of dinosaur footprints discovered on a farm in rural Fairbury. Nebraska has very few dinosaur fossils. A femur collected near the town of Decatur nearly 100 years ago. But even renowned paleontologists of the day, Erwin Barbour, doubted the fossil originated in our state. And this, a partial tooth found in Gage County by an 11-year-old boy in 1984. 2 decades would pass before another dinosaur fossil would be added to Nebraska's paleohistory book, when the setting sun revealed 22 footprints left by dinosaurs that once wandered on a Cretaceous beach.
Tracks, footprints, if you will, those are trace fossils. That makes this find in Nebraska really important, because we know that those fossils are from Nebraska because they're still attached to Nebraska. They're still in the rock outcrop. Trackways, you could argue, or individual tracks are more common than dinosaur bones, but that still doesn't make them easy to find. It's a little hard to tell exactly what happened with the tracks in southeastern Nebraska because they are weathered, but they definitely aren't filled in. We're seeing them as impressions as negative features on the surface of the outcrop.
The tracks were discovered on a farm in 2002 by Matt Jokel's friend.
It's almost poetic. My friend happened to see them in the rays of the setting sun. The light was just right, and it revealed the relatively subtle depressions that the tracks make in the outcrop. And I'll add, these tracks had been sitting there on the surface of the outcrop for some long time, so they were weathered. They were not fresh by any means. I was a little bit skeptical, had to see it for myself, had to make sure that it was really there.
What Matt hoped was indeed true. There, glistening in the sun, were impressions made by three-toed dinosaurs over 66 million years ago.
Well, unfortunately, it wasn't a really interesting meat eater, right, that kids like to hear about. Doesn't make it any less interesting to me, but it wasn't anything flashy. It was an ornithopod, so-called bird-hipped dinosaur, herbivorous, at least in as much as we know. It probably spent a lot of time eating leaves or needles or shoots off trees and whatever vegetation was available at ground level. And that's all we know.
For Matt, the discovery was a well-timed dream come true.
I'd say it was a great moment. It was a happy moment. I had hoped for many years in my life to find evidence for dinosaurs in the Dakota Formation. People had been looking for additional evidence for dinosaurs in Nebraska, in the Dakota Formation, for over a century. And we still haven't found any more, but we did hit the jackpot when we found the trackway.
It was my mom that first brought up the Nebraska Star Party itself. It's just a week-long event where a bunch of amateur astronomers, people from all over the states come and look at the stars. I've always had a love of astronomy and just looking up at the stars, and to have something like this in our home state is pretty astonishing. I never knew that you could drive just a few hours out of Omaha and see something like this. You just feel like you are able to do anything when you can look up at the stars and know that every single dot out there is some other solar system, possibly with another set of life forms and planets. It just helps you kind of put everything in perspective and grounds you out.
I saw the deep field image from Hubble with the 10,000 galaxies. And I looked at it and it was a cognitive dissonance moment. I was like, those are all galaxies. I was like, wow, it's just so insane. And that just inspired me. I knew that's what I had to do. I knew I was meant for astronomy.
The best thing about this place is obviously the dark skies. So on the Bortle scale, it's number one. Theoretically, the darkest skies you can get. there's nothing like a completely black sky.
We're all from Northeast Illinois.
Suburbs of Chicago.
Yeah, I'm
for the
from
most part.
Plainfield. You live in Bourbonnais,
Evergreen Park.
Evergreen Park.
How's the stargazing there?
You can see maybe 3 stars from where I live.
The stargazing there is why we're here.
If it was good there, we'd have stayed at home.
That's right. It's terrible. The dimmest star we can see on a typical night in Chicago is 3rd magnitude. So if you can come out here and see a 7th magnitude, which is routine, then it's 4 magnitudes darker. That's 2.5 times 2.5 times 2. In other words, it's 40 times darker out here. And when you get 40 times darker, you can see more than 40 times as many stars. It's overwhelming.
What is the best thing you found last night?
Probably revisiting Markarian 205. That's a quasar roughly 1 billion light years away, if I'm remembering correctly, and it outputs the light equivalent of 1.3 billion suns.
1.3 billion suns?
Yes.
Must be an enormous object.
It probably is. It's heavy, that's for sure, because most of those are thought to have massive black holes in the middle of them.
Last night was probably the best astronomy night I've ever had, and I've been doing this 5 years.
Once the sun went down, the wind dropped, the clouds disappeared, and every star was clear. And that's 1 million more stars you can see than any city around here.
The Milky Way went from one horizon to the other. It was like a rainbow at night. It was just mesmerizing. I felt transported. It was the darkest sky I've ever seen.
We don't know what we're looking for. We don't know what we're looking for. We don't know what we're looking for. We don't know what we're looking for.
As a human, you should care where your origin is from, and we're all pretty much stardust. There's not much of a defining line.
The calcium in our bones and the iron in our blood came from a star. If that's not a direct connection, I don't know what is.
The more we know about ourselves and that we can expand to each other, the more love and the more energy we have, and the closer we will become to just like pure enlightenment.
We are a teaspoon of stardust. We are 1,000,000 years old. We are a teaspoon of stardust. We are 1,000,000 years old.
This is okra. That's okra with some vegetable and spices and beef.
The aroma of garlic, cumin, and other spices fills every corner of this house as Abeng Kucha Tir cooks her favorite Sudanese dishes for friends and family.
Yeah, I need to leave some food for the boys, at least for a few days, so they will not miss me a lot, because I'm traveling.
Tomorrow, Abeng leaves for a trip to Australia, where she will see her baby sister for the first time in 23 years. She's making sure the house is well stocked with her son's favorite dishes while she's gone. But this is no vacation for this Sudanese refugee who has been in the U.S. since 1994 and in Lincoln for the last 10 years. The real purpose of the trip is to share her story of survival during the Sudanese Civil War that began in the 80s. She spent 11 years fleeing the violence with her kids in tow, losing her husband, brother, and a daughter, among so many others along the way.
This is my husband, a picture of my husband. I did not have his picture until I came to US here. It was nice for the kids because they didn't know their father, how he looked like. They were very young. When I imagine where we came from, just running from under the tree to under the tree, from refugees camp to a refugees camp, from starvation to starvation, from death to death. This is all you see all the time. Hearing sounds of big gun machine all the time. That was the life within these 11 years. And you don't know when you will get out of it or when you will die. Sometimes I tell myself, why am I still alive? Why are we still alive? It's a miracle. This is me. I am grounding corn flour, make it into a food between the stones. That's what we used to use in refugees camp.
She's proud of her heritage, her homeland, and her family.
And this is our family picture that was taken in 2006 in Minnesota and Rochester. So this is Atong, my daughter, the lawyer, my lawyer. Yeah.
She even self-published a book as a promise to her son with a message for others.
Everything that happened to me, I decided not to look at what happened, but to look for what will happen, hoping that things will change. So it's a message of hope.
Good afternoon, class. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm speaking to my Sudanese community, especially the women. Women are so behind in Sudan. Who would even give a woman a chance to speak in front of people? No, there is no that kind of chances. But here, I can stand in front of people now and speak.
But I'm extremely proud of my mom and my sister and my brother, you know. It's amazing, it's inspiring. I'm at the point right now, after I've seen everything she's done, I'm ready to go back to school. I'm ready to find my calling.
Her story is like powerful. Like it can impact people. Like it's a good message. Yeah, it's a good message. Like even like when you're at the brink of losing hope, there's still always hope.
Part of the proceeds of the book help fund donations to the widows and orphans of South Sudan. She visited her home village of Bor earlier this year, bringing with her clothing, food, and hygiene supplies.
All right, hey there, Lincoln, and everyone listening on the World Wide Web. Welcome to the Joy Factor.
And back home, she's sharing her story on the radio. In the past few years, she's accepted most any invitation to share her unique message of hope, hitting several states and countries.
As we ran, we came to the river, a very dangerous place.
And now she's preparing to be a featured speaker at a TEDx event.
We came to the river, a very dangerous place.
She's working with a coach who can help her condense an 11-year journey of miraculous survival into just a few minutes.
I watched in despair.
I watched in the despair. I'm covering 11 years in 12 minutes. That's what makes it difficult. This is a life story. Yeah, it's making me very nervous.
I mean, it was so amazing to work with, you know. I mean, her heart is just so full and so passionate. I don't think I've met a stronger woman.
This is very different and very nervous. I'm very nervous about it.
This time it is different. The nerves are heightened. Perhaps it's the venue, the weeks of preparation, or the event itself. TEDx Lincoln is the local nonprofit inspired by the worldwide TED Talks conferences, featuring motivating speakers, thinkers, and doers sharing ideas in person and live-streamed worldwide.
I'm nervous and at the same time I'm excited too, because in my heart I like to share it so people would know what other people have gone through and how it can help to give them hope.
Please give our last TEDx Lincoln welcome to Aben Mathayo Kucha.
Thousands of people were calling for their loved ones. Panic was everywhere, and it continued throughout the night. I finally found my children. We would be moving together as family. I had hope.
She did amazing, and she did exactly what we wanted her to do, is end the day helping us all remember all the things we have to be grateful for and how hard people work to have the world that we live in.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Each time she tells the story, it can be empowering, but also deeply emotional.
Phenomenal story. Thank you. Thank you for sharing it. You're a strong woman. Thank you.
That never go away, and it will never go away. That's how I feel about it. It's something I've been through. There's a loss in there. There's a faith in it. There is many things involved in it that will bring tears to me and to everybody who heard about it. But it's still a story of hope, because we are still here and my children are happy.
Watch more Nebraska stories on our website, Facebook, and YouTube. Nebraska Stories is funded in part by the Margaret and Martha Thomas Foundation.